Hey y'all, can you see my hand? Look at all the wrinkles. It's life. I'm sorry, I'm fascinated with my hands. Okay, so I am doing a beaded cross stitch, I guess is what you call it. And I thought that you could watch me while I'm doing it. Aren't you excited? And I hope I don't bump this thing. But I have got this all set up where I can, putting on my magnifiers here. And I don't think you can see my head. But what I am doing, oh gosh, I was just washing the dishes and I got like grease underneath my fingernails. I was going to paint my nails or put the little, what is it called? Those stickers on. What are they called? Color Street. But I'm having surgery on Wednesday. And so I didn't know, sometimes they want you to take off your polish and stuff. So I just left them bare. I'll do them after. I'll do them when I get home. Oh shoot. Okay, so these little beads are tiny and I sometimes drop them. Like I just did that one. So I've got a pattern I'm working from and I'm basically going, right now I'm going up and then I'll come down and I'll go up, just 10. It helps me keep track of the beads. It helps me keep track of where I am, actually. When I do like a column or whatever it's called, I will mark it off on my chart and I'll pick out the beads for the next column. And that's how I do it. So when I go up, when I'm working my way up, this just works for me. I'm going up in the top right hand hole of the square. And then I'm coming down in the bottom left. That way, anyway, that's the way I'm doing it. I don't know if I'm doing it right. They don't all seem to be going in the right direction, although I've been doing that this entire time. I think they're all kind of going in the same direction. They're all different sized beads, and so sometimes it's hard to tell. There's some of them that are more like square looking, and there's some of them that are more like round. But I think they're all going, my stitches are laying like this, from the bottom. It's like the bottom left, oh gosh, and sometimes these get tangled. The bottom left to the top right, or the top right to the bottom left. That's I'm actually stitching them, but they're all going that way. I'm using 2 strands of floss and this is on, I think, 14 count. Ada, and this was a kit that I ordered a while back. I wasn't going to work on it until I finished my other one, that cardinal bird Santa hat one, but I didn't finish that one yet. This one is actually easier to work on because the fabric is stiffer. The one on the bird one, the Christmas bird, is very loose, and it's actually, it stretches, and it's hard to sometimes keep your beads aligned on it, to be honest with you. Now I have done most of it, so now I'm just doing kind of filling on that one. And I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, so I've gotten one row of 10 completed. Now I'm coming over to this next row up at the top. Sometimes my thread ends will come out. All of a sudden it got really loud. And I'm going to stick my needle in here, and I'm going to mark up my chart. And I'm going to, let's see, can we move this around to where you can see? I got so much crap on my desk here. Okay, so there are the beads. This thing doesn't stay. And that's what I put them in. And my head might block this off, but I have my chart right here. And now I'm going to pick out the ones going from the top to the bottom in the next row. So I've got them in these little containers. I don't know if you can see this. Oops. Like this, they're marked off. And I just lay them out like this. There's 3 of these. Actually, there's not 3 of these, there's 4 of them. I have to remember which ones I put in out there. So I'm just picking out 10 of these beads. That one goes there. That one goes there. And then I have my diamond shape. That goes right here. And 2 more diamonds go on the end. And then I'll show you what I am actually working on in a minute. Can you guess? Can you guess what I'm working on? I'll show it to you from a front view in a minute after I do this row. Okay, so I decided to move this onto a scroll frame because it was getting hard for me to it gets heavy with the beads, and they kind of get in the way when you're trying to do it by hand. And so I just kind of decided to do this. I've got I ordered a new, it's like my Valentine's Day present to myself. I ordered a new stand. It hasn't got here yet. It's kind of the same. It's supposed to be kind of like the one I have now. This one's like a kind of a cheapy one. It's where you just hold your, I wonder if you can see that. You just hold your scroll, you just set it on there. You don't like clamp it in or anything. sometimes you have to move these out of the way to see the other hole that you're trying to get into. I'm going from the top, again, just the top right to the bottom left on these. I think if I use the other hand, you can see better. So this is kind of like a cross between cross stitch and I guess diamond painting in a way, because it's with beads. I don't know. I like the sparkliness of the beads, because some of them are like really metallic looking and some of them are flat, more flat colored. But I really enjoy doing this because I feel like I'm getting the best of both worlds. Now, this is not something to me that's portable because of the beads and because of my setup here. But I can see it pretty well. And I'll tell you what happened to me. My eye started bothering me again. It was like last Monday. And it was actually hurting, and it was like not oozing or anything, but just kind of like very teary, and I couldn't hardly open it, and I was like, what in the world? And I had allergies and I've been sneezing and stuff, and so I thought maybe it was allergy related or I had a cold or whatever. And so I took out my contacts that I'd had in, and I just have kept them out, and by Friday, it still wasn't feeling any better and wasn't clearing up. I could barely keep my eye open, my left eye. And I went to the eye doctor. And when I went in there, I expected him to like say, okay, you've got like pink eye or whatever. Okay, I finished with that row. Or column, whatever. So now I'm going to be picking my beads, going from the bottom up. Anyway, so the eye doctor looks at my eye and does an exam and is looking all around. And he tells me that I have a ulcer, like a corneal ulcer. Which I've never had one before, and the only time I've ever heard of that is when my dog gets one. And so he gave me some drops that I have to put in every 2 hours into my eye. And then I told him the other one was starting to feel that way. And he gave me some, and he said, put the drops in the other eye every 6 hours. And then put this ointment on at bedtime, because you put the ointment in your eye and I can't see anything. So I wait till bedtime, although guess what I forgot to do last night? I went to sleep before I did it. And anyway, that's that. So it feels actually a little bit better today, but I need to call the, I'm having surgery on Wednesday, so I need to call and make sure that there's no like reaction with these drops. They're just giving me some like, an IV that kind of puts me to sleep, but not putting me all the way out or all the way under, I guess, just so I'll be, I guess, more comfortable, because they're just, when they took out that lymph node or tumor or whatever it was that it ended up being, they're just going in to clear the margins. So what that means that it'll be a little bit more than it was before. And they just want me to be comfortable. And it's just so it won't grow back, whatever it was, a fatty tumor that was not dangerous or anything, but they just said just to be on the safe side. We just need to go ahead, go back in, clear the margins, and be done. My gosh, I feel like, honestly, I turned 54. Did I? 54? Yeah. In the end of December. But I just feel like the past year that like everything's falling apart on me as far as my health. I've actually been, besides getting COVID, I've actually feel like I've been pretty healthy, knock on wood, and haven't really had to go to the doctor in the longest time. And I feel like I've gone to so many doctors lately, and my body's changing. I hurt my leg in September just by doing something just not even hard, trying to play pickleball. And I just didn't stretch because I'm older, and I guess I just need to do that now. And oh shoot. Okay. And I don't know. I just feel like I'm falling apart. And then the two or three times that I've gone to the doctor, just like for the just checkups or whatever for this thing, they've told me my blood pressure is high. And I've never had a problem with high blood pressure, but I guess I do now. So I have another doctor's appointment that is, I think, the beginning of March, where I'm just going to get a physical. Anyway, after this little surgery that I'm having on Wednesday, I'm pretty sure my deductible a lot of it will be met. And so I decided this is a year that I'm going to all the doctors and making sure that everything's okay with me. I haven't felt the greatest. I think it's hormonal because I'm also having some major hot flashes. Last night, before I went to bed, and that's why I went to bed, I got in bed with a sweatshirt on, with okay, I finished that row. A sweatshirt on, my sweatpants on, everything. I was freezing cold. Okay, and it's not even cold here, and I could not get warm. I do not know I don't know why. Okay, and then my whole head and eyes were just killing me because the glasses that I'm wearing, going from the top to them, the glasses that I'm wearing are not an updated prescription for my eyes. They're old glasses, and I never got around to getting, I got my contacts, but I never got around to getting my eyeglasses. And so now I'm having to wear them 24/7, except for when I sleep. And it's just, I'm really straining my eyes. Is this the best thing for me to be doing right now? No. But I guess that's what I was getting at, is that I'm having to work on larger projects now, which means that I haven't been doing any of the stuff from my Whip Go, whatever. I'm just so ready for my eye to feel better so I can wear my contacts again and actually see without getting a headache. I'm sorting out the beads for this next row. That's what I'm doing. And it's just easier to do this because then I don't have to look at the chart and just can concentrate on stitching. You still there? Okay. So, what was I saying? I was saying, I went to bed freezing cold. And I was like, I'm going to regret this later, I know. Because I woke up in the middle of the night and I was on fire. Hot flashes. Major hot flashes. I'm getting them all the time now. And I like ripped off all my clothes. And they're all sitting in a pile, like, not all of them, but. And it's just like I'm hot. Like severely hot from the inside out, and then it like give it a few minutes and then I'm like freezing cold again. So all night long I'm just taking the covers off and putting them back on, taking the covers off and putting them back on. I feel like that's what I constantly do. So do I sleep very well at night? Nope. And I guess that's just all part of getting older. I know there's probably something I could take for that, but I don't really know what. That's another reason why I want to go to the doctor and say, hey, help. Okay, I'm going to finish this. I've got 5 more of these little beads, and I'm going to finish, and I'm going to show you what I'm working on. I've showed this before, but I really hadn't done much of it. I'd started on the very bottom of the chart, and you couldn't really tell at all what it was. And so I worked all the way up. I don't know if you can see. I worked all the way up and started again in the top. Oh, I can't find this hole. Where is it? Where are you? Okay. In the top left hand corner of it, because I'm more comfortable doing that. So I really like doing these. I would order some more, but a lot of them, well, this one I ordered from, well, I'll show you it in a minute, but I don't think I checked last night and they're not open anymore because it was from Russia. The store, I think, on Etsy. This one will take me a long time to do, so I just need to work on that and not buy any more. If I finish this one and the bird one, then I'll search and try to find another one. Okay, I finished that row. So I'm going to bring this up right here. Okay, now I'll show you what I'm working on. And I think the name of this company is, I want to say it's like Golden Hands or something, but the writing on this is in a different language. I guess it's Russian. I'm not sure. But let's see. I'm going to have to zoom out here. Okay. It's this, and that's what I'm working on. It's Starry Night. So where I am is right at this part is right up here, in this top corner right here. And so I actually did this bottom corner of just, I'm not gonna unroll it from the scroll, but that's what it basically looks like, a bunch of green and yellow blobbiness. And that wasn't like making me happy. So I wanted to start up here with the blues and in the sky and the swirly like star looking thing. So that's what I'm working on. And it's fun and I can see it right now. Oh, but see this, I was talking about this scroll, this frame, this just rests on these 2 things right here. but it's just hard. It's hard to adjust as far as like the height. I've got it at a good one now, but it doesn't like I want to get up. It doesn't like swivel or anything. So I think that this one that I ordered from Gus's Stands Creation, Gus's Creation Stands is what I think it's called. It's I think it'll be here at the end of, he said it'd be ready at the end of February, the beginning of March, I mean. And I think it swivels. I think it swivels out of the way too. I think it's like very adjustable. But I think it's a lot more sturdy than this one is too. And I also think that you can use it. This one, you have to put it in front of you because it doesn't like turn. And then that one, you can put it like on your side, on the side. It wasn't cheap. Oh shoot, did I mark that one off? I got so excited that I don't remember. Did I mark it off? Why do I do that? See, this is when I get all screwed up. Let me see. I have to mark it off. I did not mark it off. If I don't mark it off with a highlighter, then I will get all mixed up. So I was watching, where am I starting from? The bottom? Yeah. Do I have enough thread in here? Yeah. I was watching Carolyn Zook's, or C Zook Stitch on YouTube this morning. She did her like 3-hour long shop with me for the Needlework Expo or whatever it's called. Not market. I don't know. What is it? Needlework Market or Expo? Whatever, the one in March. Okay, the one that's coming up. And anyway, she went through all the patterns that have been like, or charts that have been released, or things that have been released for market, and all the ones that are on Garon Stitchery anyway. And there's some good ones on there. I don't think I'm gonna buy anything I don't know. I say I'm not. I got so much that I bought so many last year, and I swear I haven't done like any of them. What about y'all? Have you watched that video, or have you checked it out? Do you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Okay, I'm ready. Do you have any plans to buy anything? There's a few that I saw. I'm sorry I knocked you. There are a few that I saw that I really would like, that I really liked. There was one, and they're all big. They're all, and that's just me, typical me. Because I feel like, I think I'm gonna be living forever, which brings me, okay. I have a lot of big projects, and a lot of them are those dimensions kits, which take a long time to do, and they're like, a lot of them are full coverage, or most of them are full coverage anyway. And I've got these bead projects, and I've just got other full coverages. I've got these big samplers. I just am drawn to those, but I did see a little one. I can't remember who it was offered by, but it was something about, I buy cross stitch like I'm immortal or something like that. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's so me. And I really need it. So I might get that one because I think it's on the smaller size, and it's just funny. And it's just kind of something that I could like totally relate to. And also, like, when I'm gone, like my family would probably, like my kids especially, my boys would probably really get a kick out of it, because they'd be like, yep. Then there was a full cover, I don't know if it's full coverage, it was a big one from is it Queenstown or Queenstown or Queensland? Something Queen. It was kind of like this outdoor courtyard scene, this big house or castle or something. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? It was pretty good. I liked it. Then there was a one called, I want to say it was called Beloved or something, and it was a bird, and it wasn't that big, but it was very pretty, and it had some flowers in there too. And yeah, Queenstown might have had like someone with flowers in it as well that I liked. But the Beloved one is like, it was by running with scissors and thread or something like that, or needles and scissors, running with needles and scissors, maybe. I don't know the name of the people. I don't know the name of the designers. Okay, so I'm going to end this right here because I don't know what time it is, but I'm hungry. I feel like I need to go eat lunch. And also my thread's getting short, so I may have to, I don't know if I have enough to replace to do that, another one. I might just end it. The way I end it, I'm ending right here, is I just go through the bead twice. Like I just already went through that one, and now I'm going through it again, which I know you can't see because my hand's in the way. Down. And so now my thread's on the back, and I will flip it. You probably won't be able to see this. Let me see if I can. I flipped the frame, and so I've got this area on the back, and I've gone through the bead twice, and I'm just gonna stick it through a couple of these threads back here and do like a little knot. I don't know if this is the correct way to do it, but it works for me. And then I'll slide it through some of these other threads that they're on the back. A couple times, just to keep it in place. And sometimes I'll even go through it again and like just do another knot. Oops, I didn't do a knot because it came out, but whatever. Okay, I just messed it up. And then I will clip it. There. And then flip it back over. And let me show it to you from the front. I'll take my phone out of this holder. Oops. There. So, I don't know where that bead went, that top bead. Yeah, sometimes I just have to kind of press them. Sometimes they don't look even, but they are. Like it looks like I missed a bead up here at the top, but I didn't. I think it's just because I pulled it through there twice. But so that is where I've gotten, and I've done one on this side. And I'm just gonna go all the way across and then come back here and work my way down. All right, okay, y'all, thanks for watching. Let me know if you like these stitch alongs like this. I just kind of ramble about everything, and it probably doesn't even make sense. But let me know if you like the stitch along with the beaded cross stitch. All right, see you later. Bye.